Hi there, everyone. I'm going to demonstrate how I would like you to respond to drafts, and so you can help yourself and help your classmates. Katie is in my face-to-face class. She volunteered this essay for looking at today, so we appreciate that from her. And let me get going on the reading. And first, excuse me, show you a thing or two. First thing is you're going to comment over here, and you're going to want to say some kind of greeting. So we'll just say, hey, Katie, and hit enter. One thing you can do, it's really kind of screwy. I don't know why it is, but it is. I use Chrome. Use whatever you like, and you can make this window bigger so you can see things and make sense of them. Something I do is I also have two tabs open. These are the questions you need to respond to, the goals of the assignment. So there's 4 of them there, and I want you to address all 4. Notice also that you want to tell, excuse me, the student what you see them doing well and what you see needing work or can be done better. You'll notice that none of these address spelling, punctuation, that sort of thing. Just if something catches your attention, just unless it happens over and over. No, in fact, don't. Just ignore it. We're not looking at that at this stage of the game, so ignore spelling, punctuation, that sort of thing. And what the heck is that? I don't know. Sorry, some kind of distraction of something. Computer thing. So here's the 4-question. Introduction provides a context that sets up the whole of the essay. The exigence, the assignment says, to help you develop a theory or model of writing. Should make a clear claim about how your experience and reading the assigned essays relates to your sense of developing a theory of yourself as a writer. Be clear as to why this might be of interest or importance to you or your readers. Then something on the summary, something on the response points, and then something on the conclusion. And so we hope to have all of those. So what did they do well with those, and what might they do better as you see it? Just give honest advice and you'll be okay. I'm going to move this. Whoops, did I move the whole? Well, I moved the whole thing. I've got 2 screens here, so make it easier for me to do. So context, introduction. So I'm looking at these first 2 paragraphs as the introduction, and get rid of that. So what I want you to do first before I start typing is read this top half, and I will click, or maybe you want to click pause on the video, and then unpause it and scroll down and read the rest of it. Hopefully this will work on your screens, and then you can get back to it. So let's go back to the top. Okay, so Katie gives us the 2 titles. That's good. The focus on formatting instead of content and actual learning, and then she brings herself into it. So I am going to say, Katie, good job with the introduction, making it clear what will be written about the 2 essays and the need for students to move beyond format expectations. Those expectations are real, but we want to have something that fits into the format that's worthwhile. So what you might do is provide a bit of background about yourself when we talk about the hook, a story or indication of her own experience as a writer, focusing too much on format and not enough on content, and how it was good or bad or whatever. Who knows? Provide a bit of background about yourself, about why you think it's a problem that there's too much focus on format, and not enough on engaging the content. And I'll go back and fix my typo. Okay, so there's a comment for Katie on her introduction. The second goal is the summary and clear attributions and that kind of thing. So Katie's done something a little out of the ordinary in that we see summary 1 and then we scroll down summary 2. My intention is that they both be together, summary 1, summary 2, in whatever order. There's ways around that, but anyway, what I'm going to focus on here is how well they each have been summarized. So with the summaries, opening each with the title and the author's names is the way to go. That provides a clear signal to the reader that you are summarizing. Okay. Looking at the two summaries, I'm going to say my sense is that each of them could provide more information. You have up to 500 words for your summary. Look at your annotations and see if you have made use of them all. If you have gaps where you have left annotated material out, you might want to put that in. So generally speaking, your summaries, you want to take all of your annotations, if you did sentence level annotations or restatement annotations, excuse me, and pretty much stitch them together, line them up, and you'll have a summary. You do want to have the regular attributions, that sort of thing. Let me see. Katie does that in the middle right here. She says, listening to this essay by this person, and she gives us a second attribution in there. Good job with Collier putting in the second attribution. Did she do that with the others? Brockman, she does an end citation. So good job with both essays putting in a second attribution. And since I'm doing good things first, I'm going to cut that. There we go. Okay, so let us scroll down and excuse me, look at the response points. So she's labeled them. Response 1 follows summary 1. Response 2 is at the beginning. I'm not sure why. So she starts it off. Students focus more on passing rather than learning. She tells us why this. So she tells us what this is about. She tells us why this matters. And I want your paragraphs to do that. What is it about? Why does it matter? And here is some more kind of why it matters stuff. She moves to an example of herself in her essay and gives us a paraphrase from Brockman's essay to illustrate it, and comes back to why this matters as she sees it. Okay, so generally good structure. So we'll say, looking at response point 1, I see good structure, which amounts to format. Structure, which amounts to format. Typo troubles. Okay, you tell the reader what the point is, why it matters, and then provide examples and then some explanation to tie it back to the main idea. I'm going to say, however, I would like the topic statement statement to be clearer with regard to the point being made. We put focus on things, but is this, it's not clear if this is about audience, purpose, genre, or context. Make that clear right away. I'm thinking it could be context, but you know, if I have to guess, not a good thing. Okay. Also, I would like to see you flesh out your example with more particulars. What in your street width paper did you miss because you focused on format? How might that paper have been better if you focused more on the content? Provide those examples and explanations. You might also want to use a direct quote from Brockman, et al. So, okay. So hopefully that's good feedback for her. And finally, the conclusion. Okay, the conclusion provides a sense that the paper is winding down, but because there is no, I'm going to say, forceful thesis statement or claim early on, there is no clear point being driven home about how your theory or model of writing is becoming clear to you, or how you might adapt your approach to writing. I'm going to just say change. Based on what you have come up with so far. So yeah, the exigence early on in the thesis is about developing a theory of writing. So we want to be sure each of the response points is tied back to that, and that its overall importance is articulated as best as possible in the conclusion. So I'm going to make a final comment about the overall organization. Overall, organization could use some work. The incomplete response to point 2 coming before the first summary is a bit out of whack. I don't think that will come as a surprise to her. I suspect she knows, but I'm going to point it out anyway. You can do summary 1 followed by response 1, then summary 2 followed by response 2, and that will be fine for both summaries. Summaries followed by both responses. Whatever makes most sense to you and works. Want it to work? Fix that typo. Okay, and boom. And so I'm going to save it and put an end to this video, and you'll see. So this has taken me nearly 15 minutes. And what the heck? Something's funky here. I'm going to back out of that. How am I going to back out? I'm going to hit backwards. And where's Katie's name? There, nope, that's actually, that'll get us to her. And okay, my other comment goes. So, okay, and that's what it'll look like. So that took me about 15 minutes. It may take you 30 minutes of paper. Do your best. Just do your best. That'll be good. Like I said, one thing to know is even though you will know the person's name if you see their name here, and but your response to them will be anonymous. They won't know who you are. So don't worry about that kind of stuff. I think it makes things a little easier to do. So that is that. Give it a shot. You won't be perfect. I'm not perfect. My response is not perfect. But give the person the kind of help you would like to get and make an honest effort, and you'll be good. So take care, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.